Alright, hello everyone. In today's video, we're going to be solving the first 5 math problems from Module 1 on the SAT practice test number 4 in 2026 off the College Board website. I'm going to be explaining how to solve each one and also some tricks on how to get through the problems faster so that you guys don't run out of time. So problem 1 here asks us a group of students voted on 5 after-school activities. The bar graph shows the number of students who voted for each of the 5 activities. How many students chose activity 3? So we're looking for activity 3, activities on the x-axis. The middle bar on the bar graph says 3, so that's the one we're looking at. And we want to know how many students chose that one. So the y-axis is number of students. The height of the bar is going to indicate how many voted for that activity. As we can see for number 3 here, the height stops between 40 and 35. So I can't really make out the exact number. It looks closer to 40 than to 35, but we know it's in that range. And the only answer, the only choice from the given answers in that range is B, 39. So that's the answer that we're going to go with. Number 2, what percentage of 300 is 75? So we can solve this by setting up a proportion, which means we set one fraction equal to another fraction with an unknown, and then we solve for the unknown. So for this one, it's going to be 300 on top divided by 75. And we're going to set that equal to 100% divided by x%. The 300's on the numerator on the left fraction and 100% on the numerator in the right fraction because that's the total. 300 is the total and 75 is less than that. They're asking us what percentage of the total is 75. So that's the x corresponds to the 75 on the bottom. We're going to cross multiply to solve. So 75 times 100 is 7,500. And that's equal to 300x. Divide both sides by 300. You could plug this into your calculator, but this one's pretty simple. 2 zeros on the top and bottom cancel. 75 divided by 3, x equals 25. So the correct answer is A, 25%. Problem number 3. What is the solution to the given equation x squared over 25 equals 36? So the way that would take you more time is you multiply both sides by 25 and then you take the square root of both sides. You need to plug this into your calculator because if you're like me, you don't know what that is off the top of your head. But an easier way to do it is to recognize that you can just take the square root of both sides in the form it's in to begin with. So x squared over 25 is going to become x over 5. You need to take the square root of both the numerator and denominator. And that's going to equal square root of 36 is 6. And we can do this one in our heads. 5 times 6 is 30. B is the correct answer. 30 solves that equation. Negative 30 also solves that equation. That's why it says what is a solution. Number 4, 3 more than 8 times the number x is equal to 83. Which equation represents this situation? Anytime you see the words more than, it's going to be a plus sign. It's a horrible plus sign. And then 8 times the number x means multiplication, obviously. So 3 more than 8 times the number x 3 more 3 plus 8x, and they tell us what it's equal to, 83. The one that looks like that looks like the terms are switched. 8x plus 3 equals 83, but they're equivalent, so the answer is D. Last one for today, number 5. Hannah deposited a fixed amount into her bank account each month. The function f of t equals 100 plus 25t gives the amount in dollars in Hannah's bank account after t monthly deposits. What is the best interpretation of 25 in this context? So, this is a pretty simple linear equation. Y equals mx plus b. M is the slope. In this case, it's 25. So they're asking us the interpretation of the slope 25 in the context. And since it's multiplied by t, and t is the number of months, that's going to be how much she deposits every single month. So let's see. A says with each monthly deposit, the amount in Hannah's bank account increased by 25. That's the correct answer. Why are B, C, and D wrong? So B is wrong because before Hannah made any monthly deposits, the amount in her bank account is 25. Before she made any monthly deposits, that means T is 0. If we plug 0 in for here, you get F of 0 equals 100, not 25. After one monthly deposit, the amount in Hannah's bank account was $25. So if we, same thing, plug 1 in for T, we get 100 plus 25 equals 125, not 25. And then D, Hannah made a total of 25 monthly deposits. We don't know that that's the case. If we were given a number, a total amount in her account after some time, and then solved it for T and T equals 25, that could work, but we're not given that, so we don't know that information, and it's also the slope multiplied by t. It's not a value for the variable, so that's incorrect as well. The answer is A.